Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, April 29th. You'll be interested to know. Today is International Dance Day. This joyful global celebration started to honor dance, bringing artists and communities together every year on a day filled with movement and creativity. Join the dance with friends, try a new style, and twirl into the day with a smile. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Wednesday in Encinitas. This morning, it's looking clean with 1+ foot waves rolling in. Conditions will shift to fair as the wind turns onshore at 3 miles per hour by 8 a.m. Expect choppy conditions to take over as winds increase to 10 miles per hour by noon. Tide is steady, and it's a good time to check back later for any changes. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with a 2-foot incoming mid-tide, when the southwest swell is 0.5 feet at 16 seconds, and the offshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first high tide on Wednesday will be 4 feet at 8:45 a.m., followed by a 1-foot low tide just before 2:30. The nearshore buoy at Beacons reads 64 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start off clean with 2 to 3 feet on Thursday, ideal for a light paddle out. Friday sees similar size, but transitions to choppy conditions by midday as winds pick up. Saturday drops to 1 foot with persistent choppy conditions, making it the least favorable day, while early Friday offers the best window before the wind shifts. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 61 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 7:31, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:02. It looks like we're in for some patchy fog this morning, and partly sunny skies later, with a high near 64 and a light southwest breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 67. Tonight, expect more patchy fog and mostly cloudy skies, with a low around 56 and light winds around 6 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Thursday starts with patchy fog before 11 a.m., then turns mostly sunny with a high near 64 and a southwest breeze up to 10 miles per hour. Friday through Sunday stay dry with highs in the mid-60s and nights, mostly in the high 50s, under partly to mostly cloudy skies. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, in a move that immigration and privacy advocates are calling a betrayal, California is preparing to share detailed information about its driver's license holders with an outside organization, which includes information on unauthorized immigrants, despite a decade-old state law prohibiting such actions. Under Assembly Bill 60, more than 1 million undocumented California residents have been able to obtain a special license for legal driving, while the law prohibits using the collected information to consider someone's citizenship. However, state authorities confirmed plans to share this data with a multi-state verification system in compliance with the Real ID Act of 2005, as failure to do so may lead to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security refusing to accept California licenses. Now on to sports. Ravens have signed free agent quarterbacks Joe Fagnano and Diego Pavia to 3-year contracts, a league source confirmed to The Athletic on Tuesday. After going undrafted last weekend, Fagnano accepted an invitation to attend the Ravens rookie minicamp, along with Pavia. Both deals were finalized before the minicamp this week. Fagnano, age 25, began his college career at Maine before transferring to the University of Connecticut in 2023. Last year, as the full-time starter, he passed for 3,448 yards and 28 touchdowns, with just one interception. He ranked as the 10th best quarterback in the draft class. In local sports, the Padres head back to Petco this afternoon for the rubber match against the Cubs after dropping game 8-3 last night. Walker Buehler took the loss, but San Diego bounced back Tuesday with a 9-7 win. Now they've got a real chance to take the series behind Matt Waldron on the mound against Jameson Taillon. First pitch is at 1:10, and the home crowd should bring the energy for a series clincher. The Padres sit at 19-10 on the season, still in solid position, but these matchups against quality opponents matter down the stretch. Meanwhile, San Diego SC is going through a rough patch right now, 4 straight losses, including a shutout to Houston. The club made a big roster move too, parting ways with Herving Lozano, despite him being under contract through 2028. The Mexican forward was a club record signing, but isn't part of the plans anymore. San Diego gets a chance to turn things around Saturday when they face LAFC in the California Derby at Snapdragon Stadium. Over in college hoops, San Diego State basketball just signed Luka Skoric, a 6'9" guard forward from Croatia. He's the first Croatian-born Aztec since Carlo Kovacic, and joins the roster as Coach Dutcher continues rebuilding for the reborn Pac-12. In top news, the car industry says it has an answer for drivers wary of going electric. A new kind of hybrid car is about to hit America's streets. 2 hours into a road trip in a Tesla, the battery dips to an uncomfortably low percentage. This is the kind of problem that Ram's electric pickup truck is intended to solve. When the range starts to dwindle, the truck automatically fires up a hidden gas engine that refills the battery. The Ram 1500 REV, set to debut later this year, is what is called an extended-range electric vehicle. In essence, it is an electric vehicle that burns. In business news, the Internal Revenue Service has released new data on taxpayer migration throughout the United States, revealing a clear pattern. Billions of dollars in income are flowing out of high-tax states and into areas with lower taxes and living costs. California saw the highest outflows, losing $11.9 billion in adjusted gross income as residents moved away. Other states with significant losses were New York, $9.9 billion, Illinois, $6 billion, Massachusetts, $4 billion, and New Jersey, $2.6 billion. Florida topped the list of states gaining income with an increase of $20.6 billion. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged at about $77,000. Ethereum is unchanged at about $2,000. And XRP is down 1% to $1.38. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. They found black goo inside a ship. Then they realized it was alive and unlike anything they had ever seen. It began with a routine inspection, which raised new questions about how life can exist in the strangest places. While performing routine maintenance on the Large Lake Observatory's research vessel Blue Heron, a marine superintendent discovered a mysterious goo. Microbial biologists at the University of Minnesota Duluth identified it as a new species of archaea that thrives in the semi-warm, anaerobic environment of the ship's rudder housing. The scientists plan to release the genome to the public and publish their results in a peer-reviewed journal soon. And in entertainment news, the winning streak of Jeopardy champion Jamie Ding has ended at 31 games. Host Ken Jennings remains on top of the leaderboard of legends, with no close contenders, having won 74 consecutive games during his 2004 run. The 33-year-old self-described bureaucrat and law student won 31 consecutive games, falling just short of the 32 won by 2019 contestant James Holzhauer. Ding walks away with $882,605 in total winnings, placing him fifth in all-time regular season winnings. His historic streak came to an end on Monday's episode. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American dancer and choreographer, Martha Graham. And she said, "Dance is the hidden language of the soul of the body, and it speaks to the universal spirit within us all." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Encinitas.